Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome everyone. Looking at the condition of the market structure, let's identify our support zone and our resistance zone. But before we are able to do that, let's look at the month market structure, the daily, the 4 hours, the 1 hour, and the 30 minutes, just for us to have an idea what we are anticipating the market to give to us. Let's go to the month. Let's see. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. Let's delete this. Let's delete this line. Let's delete this line. Let's delete this. So looking at the condition of the market structure, the month market structure, we are in an uptrend. The reason why I say that we are in an uptrend is because of we have a bullish candle and a bullish candle and a bullish candle and a bullish candle and a bullish candle. You guys know that the movement of an uptrend is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. Since this market structure is a month market structure, so it's very hard for us to see this type of market condition. But we'll be able to see this type of market condition maybe in 30 minutes or 1 hour, because with the 30 minutes and 1 hour, the market structure will be so plain for so that we'll be able to see a recent resistance and we'll be able to see a recent support. But since this is a month market structure, and sometimes you can come to the market and you meet a different market condition. Let me say, for example, we have a bullish candle and a bullish candle, a bullish candle and a bullish candle and a bullish candle. So this means we are in an uptrend. And the only reason why we'll be able to be in a downtrend is for us to see a bearish candle that will break the low of this recent month candle. So this candle created an all-time high on gold at 5602.42. Then this is the recent month candle. This was January candle, and this candle is this month candle. The body of this candle is about to continue to go up to fill this wick over here. It's very important for us to know what we want and how we want it. So all we need to do is just for us to be patient. We don't need to do anything since this recent month candle is left with 15 days before this month candle will close. So we don't need to do anything. Let's delay this. Let's go to the daily market structure. Looking at the condition of the daily market structure, we are in a consolidation zone. The reason why I say that we are in a consolidation zone is because we have a resistance zone over here. We have a support zone over here. And then we have a minor resistance over here. From this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. We also have a support zone over here. So this line indicates the recent all-time high on gold, while this line indicates this month's candle. I love to identify the high and the low just for me to have an idea if the candle wants to continue to break the recent all-time high or if the candle wants to continue to break the low. So it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it. So looking at the condition of the market structure, the daily market structure, we are in an uptrend, so we don't need to do anything until the break of this our resistance zone or until the break of this our support zone. Then the candle can continue to come down to get to this support zone. So it's very important for us to know what we want. So looking at the condition of the daily market structure, we don't need to do anything until you're able to see a bullish candle that will break like this, or until you're able to see a bearish candle that will break like this. Then we'll be able to anticipate for the next candle to continue to come down, by which the market structure will be in a downtrend, or since this candle will break this recent all-time high on gold, the next candle can continue to go up to give us a bullish candle. Then we'll be able to identify the daily market structure to be in an uptrend. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's adjust the recent support and the recent resistance. The recent support is here. This resistance zone is here. Let me adjust it like this. So let's see. We have a recent resistance and we have a recent support, but we are not looking at the recent resistance and we are not looking at the recent support. Since the 4 hours market structure, we are in a consolidation zone over here. We are in a consolidation zone. You guys know that I love to identify my resistance zone and my support zone with the 1 hour or the 30 minutes. So we just want to look at what the month market condition on the daily and the 4 hours, the 1 hour and the 30 minutes, what they are saying, so that we'll be able to have an idea if we are approaching a recent resistance or if we are approaching a recent support. So looking at the condition of the 4 hours market structure, we are in a consolidation zone. That means you are anticipating for a bullish candle to break this resistance zone, for the candle to continue to go up to this resistance zone, or we are anticipating for a bearish candle to break this support zone, for the candle to continue to come down to this support zone and this support zone. So let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. So that means our recent resistance will be here. Then this support zone will be here. Then this support zone will be here. We'll have a support zone over here. So that means our anticipation is for the break of this support zone or for the break of this resistance zone. Then we'll be able to anticipate for the candle to continue to come down to this support zone or for the candle to continue to go up to this resistance zone over here. So looking at the condition of the 1 hour market structure, we are in a consolidation zone because of how the body of the candle, they are printing side by side. We have a body of the candle, they are printing like this. So it's very hard for us to trade this type of market movement. So let's just wait. Since we are anticipating for a bullish candle to close and break this our resistance zone, or for a bearish candle to break this our support zone, they will be able to anticipate the next candle to break the high for it to continue to go up, or be able to anticipate the next candle to break the low so that the candle can continue to come down. So looking at the condition of the 1 hour market structure, we are in a consolidation zone. We don't need to do anything. This recent 1 hour candle is left with 3 minutes before this candle needs to close. This bearish candle over here is left with 3 minutes before this bearish candle needs to close. And this bearish candle has broken the low of this bullish candle, has broken the low of this bullish candle. So we don't need to do anything. Let me zoom the chart a little bit. So the candle has, this recent 1 hour candle has broken the low of this bullish candle, and it has broken the low of this bullish candle, but this candle didn't break the high of this bullish candle. So it's very important. So it's very important for us to pay attention to what the market condition is printing. So that means the next 1 hour can give us an upper wick for the body of this candle to break the low of this bearish candle over here, for the candle to continue to come down. But you guys know that from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone, so we don't need to do anything. Let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. Looking at the condition of the 30 minutes time frame, let's see. So that we'll be able to have a clear chart what we are anticipating the market to give to us. So let's delete this box. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's see. We have a support zone over here. Let's see what the market structure wants to do. So this is our recent resistance over here. Our recent resistance zone is here. Let's zoom the chart a little bit so that I'll be able to see what the markets want to do. Let's delete this. Let's see, the resistance is here. So because of the range, let's measure the range from this resistance zone down to the support zone. They're looking at 630 pips. That's huge. So the best thing is just for us to identify a recent support. This is our recent support. Let's see. These are our recent support, and these are our recent resistance. So that means we are anticipating for a bearish candle to break this support zone, for the candle to continue to come down to this support zone. So let me identify this zone as our support zone, because it's better for us to have this type of range than we are anticipating to have a resistance and a support. From this resistance zone down to this support zone, we are looking at 630 pips. But let's measure from this support zone to this resistance zone. Let's measure the range. So the range, we are looking at 300 pips. It's best for you to have 300 pips as a range than you anticipating to have 630 pips. The reason why I say that it's best for you to have 300 pips is because it's easy for you to come to the market and see a bullish candle to close like this, or for you to see a bullish candle that will close like this. It's very easy for you to come to the market and also see a bearish candle that will close like this. You always see a bearish candle that will close like this. Let me change this color to red. Change this one to red. So since from this resistance zone down to this support zone, we are looking at 300 pips, then you anticipating for your resistance to be here and for your support to be here, then you'll be anticipating for the range to be 630 pips. That's huge. Imagine you come to the market and then you are anticipating, let me say this candle has closed with a rejection bullish candle, and you are anticipating to take a buy put. That means you want a very strong bullish candle to close like this. The only reason why you'll be able to see this type of candle movement is when there is news in the market or something happen in the world, maybe war or anything that will make like the headline, the news to talk about the chaotic thing that happened. So it's very important for us to know what we want. So since from this resistance zone down to this support zone, we are looking at 300 pips. It's best for us to work with 300 pips than we considering this resistance to support with 630 pips. So this is huge, because if you come to the market, you will definitely meet this type of candle movement. It's like the shape of this candle. Let me say example, look at how this bearish candle closed, this bullish candle, this bearish candle, this bullish candle, and this bullish candle. So it's very important for us to know what we want from the market and how we want it. So looking at the condition of the 30 minutes time frame, this is the beginning of London Open. So that means this candle closed with a rejection bullish candle, that this recent candle didn't create an upper wick. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. This recent 30 minutes candle didn't create an upper wick. So let's see what this candle wants to do. But if this candle should continue to come down to break the low of this rejection bullish candle, I will not advise us for us to take a position, because we need to ask ourselves from the high of this candle down to our support zone. We are looking at 127 pips. So according to your trading plan, I don't think your trading plan says from your entry position to your stop loss you should set it at 127 pips. You don't need to do that. So it's always important for you to know what you want and how you want it. So since we are looking at a 30 minutes time frame, that this zone is our resistance zone and this zone is our support zone, let's bring our sell anticipation and buy anticipation so that in case of any new person that is joining, the person will be able to understand that this is where we are anticipating to take a buy and a sell. So our buy should be here, consolidation zone here, and our sell should be here. Let's go back to the 30 minutes. Where is it? Let's see. Okay. Buy here, this one here, this one here. Let's see. So from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. Then our sell anticipation is here, and our buy anticipation is here. Let's go to the 30 minutes. So our buy anticipation is here, sell anticipation is here, and this is a consolidation zone. Let me adjust this here. Let me move it a little bit. So that means we are anticipating for a bearish candle to break our support zone, for the candle to continue to come down to this support zone, and we are anticipating for a bullish candle to break our resistance zone, for the candle to continue to go up to this resistance zone. The reason why I'm not considering this zone to be our resistance zone is because this candle closed above this resistance zone, so we don't need to do anything. So that means the recent resistance zone is here. This is the reason why I told us that if this candle should continue to come down to break the low and get to our support zone, we don't need to take a position. It's very important for us to know what we want and how we want it. So that means this candle opened with no wick at the top, and then the body of the candle came down. So let's see what this candle wants to do. If this candle wants to continue to go up to break the high of this bullish candle, for the candle to continue to go up, and for you to get to our resistance zone, but we don't know, since we are still anticipating this candle for this candle to close, and since this is the beginning of London section and this candle is left with 24 minutes before this candle needs to close, so we don't need to do anything. Let's wait and see. So if anyone is joining right now and you don't understand anything or you have any question, you can send your question in the chat box and I will get back to you guys. So all we need to do is just for us to be patient until we are able to identify a structure before we are able to take a position. Let's see what the markets want to do. Then we'll be able to anticipate what we want the market to give to us. We don't need to do anything. We just need to be patient until you're able to identify a structure. So this candle is about to break the high of this bullish candle. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. Let's see it. So the candle has broken the high of this bullish candle. Let's see what this candle wants to do. Since this candle came down to create a wick, so let's see what this candle wants to do. If the body of the candle will continue to go up since that has broken the high of this bullish candle over here. So the best thing is just for us to wait. We don't need to do anything. Since this is the beginning of London section and this candle is left with 22 minutes before this candle will close, the best thing is just for us to wait So this was pre-London section that this candle closed. Let's measure the range. Let's see. This candle is a 211 pips candle. That means there was volume in the markets for this candle to be able to move 211 pips. This candle as well. Let's measure this candle. So that means looking at the condition of the market structure as of today, that means there is volume in the market. Since this candle came down to create a wick, it didn't break the low of this bullish candle over here, but it has broken the high. So let's see what this candle wants to do. If the body of this candle wants to continue to go up to get to our resistance zone, but I will not advise us the moment the body of this candle should continue to go up to get to our resistance zone. I will not advise us for us to take a position, because you need to ask yourself this question: where will you put your stop loss? From the low of this candle to our resistance zone. Let's measure it from the low of this candle to our resistance zone. We are looking at 250 pips. And I don't think you love to open a position here and put your stop loss here. You don't need to do that. So the best thing, if this candle wants to continue to go up to get to our resistance zone, the best thing is just for us to wait until this candle should get to this resistance zone. This candle need to close. If this candle should continue to go up to get to this zone, I will not advise us for us to take a position. Let's wait. Because the moment you decide to open a position, where will you put your stop loss? And what is the probability that this candle will continue to go up? Will it continue to go up? So it's best for you to know what you want and how you want it before you can decide to take a position. So we don't need to do anything. Let's just be patient. Since this 30 minutes candle is left with 20 minutes before this candle needs to close, let's see how this candle will close before we'll be able to anticipate what we want the market to give to us. So we don't need to do anything. Let's just be patient. Let's see how this candle will close. If this candle will close within this consolidation zone, or if the body of the candle will continue to come down for it to get to our support zone, or if the body of the candle will continue to go up to get to our resistance zone. So all we need to do is just for us to be patient. We don't need to do anything until the close of this candle, or until this candle wants to continue to get to our resistance or our support zone, then which we just need to know what the market is doing. It's best for you to know how the market is and what the market is doing. Then you'll be able to anticipate if what the market is showing you is the same thing with your trading plan. The moment you're able to identify a structure, you don't need to hesitate. Like, you just need to open a position. So this 30 minutes candle is left with 17 minutes before this candle will close. Let's see how this candle will close. So let's wait. We don't need to do anything. Let's see how this candle wants to close. Let's see. I'm just looking at my auto screen just for me to have an idea what the other time frame is printing. See that the 15 minutes candle has closed. So this is the beginning of the next 15 minutes candle. So let's see what this market want to do. And look at the 5 minutes. This candle closed with a bearish candle. This is 5 minutes candle. Let's see what the market want to do. See that the 15 minutes candle want to continue to come down. Let's see. The 15 minutes candle has created an upper wick. Let's see what this body of this candle want to do. If the body of this candle wants to continue to come down to break the low of the wick of this bullish candle, so we don't need to do anything. Let's see what this candle want to do. And see the 5 minutes. 5 minutes has broken the low of this bearish candle. I'd love to have an idea what the different time frame is saying, just for me to know what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. As you guys can see, I love to look at the month, market condition, the daily, the 4 hours, the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, the 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes. So you kind of looking at them, it's not that it's anything serious. It's just for you to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you. You don't need to do anything since you're anticipating for the break of our resistance zone or for the break of our support zone. The best thing is just for us to wait. This 30 minutes candle is left with 9 minutes before this candle will close. Let's see how this candle will close then before we're able to anticipate what we want the market to give to us. So looking at the condition of this 30 minutes candle, this candle came down to create a wick, went up to create a wick. So you need to ask yourself what this candle want to do. If this candle want to continue to come down for you to break the low of this bullish candle over here, or the candle want to continue to go up and close with a bullish candle. This is why it's very important for you to wait. If, let me say, example, you come to the market, you're done with your analysis, you're able to identify your resistance and your support. So all you need to do is just for you to be patient. If you didn't see anything according to your trading plan, because before you come to the market, you definitely know what you want the market to give to you. You definitely know how much you want to risk in a trade. So when you're done with your analysis, you just need to be patient. You don't need to do anything. Just like how we are being patient right now, we are not doing anything until we are able to identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. But looking at the condition of the market structure, we don't need to do anything. We are still in a consolidation zone because from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. This candle, this recent 30 minutes candle has broken the high of this bullish candle over here, but the candle hasn't broken the low of this bullish candle over here. So it's very important for us to pay attention to what the market is doing before we'll be able to anticipate that it is the right time for us to take a position. So for now, we don't need to do anything since we are still in this consolidation zone. So let's see how this 30 minutes candle want to close. If this candle want to close with a bearish candle, or if this candle want to close with a bullish candle or a doji candle. So we don't need to do anything. Let's see how this candle want to close. Since this candle is left with 3 minutes before this 30 minutes candle we close. Just like how the body of this candle, the candle will give us a bearish candle, the candle will give us a bullish candle. This is why it's very important for you to wait for a candle to close, then be able to anticipate what the next candle want to print. So this 30 minutes candle has closed with a bullish candle. Let me adjust this over here. So this candle closed with a bullish candle and a bullish candle. So this next 30 minutes candle, we don't know if the next 30 minutes candle want to continue to go up to break the high of this candle, or the candle want to continue to come down to break the low of this bullish candle over here. So all we need to do is just for us to be patient. We don't need to do anything since the candle closed within this consolidation zone. So that means the market structure is still within this consolidation zone until we're able to see a break of our resistance or a break of our support. before we'll be able to anticipate what we want the market to give to us. But anyway guys, in the next 2 minutes time, I'm going to head off. Since we are still in this consolidation zone and we are anticipating for the break of our resistance and for the break of our support zone, this candle closed with a bullish candle. This candle broke the high of this bullish candle and closed with a bullish candle. So we need to ask ourselves, this recent 30 minutes candle, if this recent 30 minutes candle want to continue to go up to break the high of this bullish candle, for it to continue to go up and get to our resistance zone, it's very important for us to know what we want the market to give to us and how we want it. So since this candle is still within this consolidation zone, we don't need to do anything, because from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone, and because of how the body of the candle, they are operating side by side, we have a very strong bearish candle and a bearish candle, a doji candle. So it's very hard for us to trade this type of market condition. So until we are able to see the break of our resistance zone or the break of our support zone, then we can anticipate for the next candle to continue to break the high of that candle that break this resistance zone or this support zone, for the candle to continue to go up or for the candle to continue to come down. But it's very important for you to know what you want. You also need to look at the other factors by which we are considering to take a position. Let me give you guys an example. Like, this is the opening of this candle. So let's say this can, let me say example right here. I'm coming. So since this is the beginning of this candle, it means this is the open of the candle. So if this candle should continue to go up to break our resistance zone, for the candle to continue to go up, then you need to ask yourself, if you take a position right now, what is the probability that the candle wants to continue to go up to get to this our resistance zone? So these are the things that you need to look at. It's not just the break of our resistance or the break of our support. You need to make sure that the market gives you what your trading plan says, that this is what you're anticipating the market to give to you. So that means you are anticipating for the break of our resistance and for the break of our support. Then we'll be able to anticipate for the next candle to break the high or for the next candle to break the low, by which we will be anticipating it for it to continue to go up to get to our resistance zone, or for it to continue to go up to get to our support zone. So these are our support zone over here. We also have a weak candle over here. So that means you're anticipating if this candle wants to continue to come down to break our support zone, that means we are anticipating it for it to continue to come down to fill this week over here. Then the moment the candle should fill this week, it means there is volume in the market from the low of this candle to our support zone. Let's measure it and see. So we are looking at 100 pips. So that means since there is volume in the market, for the volume to fill this week, there's a high probability that the candle will continue to come down to get to our support zone. But it's very important for you to know how much you want from the market and how much you are willingly to risk in a trade. It's not just when the candle is going up or when the candle is coming down. You have a trading plan, you need to follow your trading plan. And the moment you see that thing that your trading plan says that this is what you are anticipating the market to give to us, you don't need to waste any time. You need to open that position and then you need to anticipate for the candle to continue to get to your take profit. So I'm going to be looking at the chart just in case I'll be able to identify a structure. Then I can decide to take a position. Then I'm anticipating the candle to continue to go to our take profit or to my take profit. So always know what you want and how you want it before you can decide to take a position. So I'm going to see you guys next week, Monday. Since tomorrow is Friday, we don't usually have live stream on Friday since our trading days is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I'm going to see you guys on Monday next week. So always know what you want and how you want it, and always know how much you are risking in a trade before you be able to open a position. So see you guys until next week, Monday, and enjoy yourself. Know what you want and how you want it before you be able to take a position. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining. Until next week, Monday. Bye for now.